Does indeed. Thanks, David. So the next starting five. They've got Kyrie Irving. Harris is out there with Green. Then it's Jordan. And it's Harden in at the point guard position. And for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Shake Milton. And it's Thibault in at the small forward. Outside Irving. Misses the three.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Milton's shot is good. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too.
Well, it's clear Simmons is a unique player. He's 6'10", a guard, can pass the ball, move the ball, great vision. It's a no-brainer that he's been compared to Magic Johnson and LeBron.
Irving's shot is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Pass to Thibault. Knocks it loose. Simmons with it, and it's Harden picking him up. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Irving attacking. Second shot opportunity, and it's blocked by Simmons.
Oh, such a smart defensive player. He knows how to use his reach to alter shots.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Now, here's Milton. He's covered by Irving. Here's Embiid. Gets the 14-footer to fall.
Now, you got to keep your eye on Embiid, especially from these in-between areas. I mean, he's effective at scoring from there.
Harris outside. Green with the ball. Harden the pass to Green, and Green slams it in.
Well, when you draw this much attention from the D, you know someone's bound to be left open, and Harden finds it. And last season, we saw teams double and trap James Harden more than any other player in the league. As soon as he crossed half court, they did not want the ball in his hands.
Embiid, no good.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
Here's Irving, and it's all evened up. Irving's got his second bucket.
I admire the confidence of Irving, always on the attack, superb at penetrating towards the rim.
Yeah, and all the trapping had to frustrate Harden. But whatever may come, he's going to make the right play.
Yeah, and he can, Jay, because he's not just a good passer. He's a great passer. He averaged over double digits assists the year they played him at point guard. He makes you pay for sending help.
Simmons with it. Now Green defending, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Nets have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Harden surveying the D. Irving for 3. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. So for the Nets. Brown against Curry. Passes it to Dinwiddie. 6 to shoot. And the pass to Llewellyn. Howard with the steal. And here's the fast break. Maxey passes to Curry. Doesn't go that time. The Nets go the other way with it. Here's Dinwiddie. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
Back to Curry. And Durant sends it back.
Durant covers a ton of ground with his length, using his wingspan to wipe away shots.
And Brown throws it down hard.
attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Curry outside with the tip, and Howard with the second chance points.
It's a battle boxing Howard out. Too big, too strong.
Dinwiddie passes to KD. Brown outside. The feed to Griffin. 5 on the clock, and the shot is good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Curry against Brown. Pass to Howard. Back to Curry. And Griffin sends it back.
Well, it's huge. Whenever Griffin comes up with blocks, I mean, you'd love to see him be more consistent in this area.
And that does it for the first quarter. Nets lead by 4. And earlier we spoke with Kevin Durant about surviving the grind.
How can we be the best version of ourselves? And
well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Showing no mercy right now. The shooters look frustrated, seeing so many of their shots get stifled.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And so in the game for the 76ers, they've got Howard. Mike Scott out there with Korkmaz. Then there's Maxey. And it's Curry in at the shooting guard position. Here's Howard. Outside for Curry. Pass to Maxey. Another shot. No good. That would have tied it. The Nets with the lead. To the inside. Howard with the steal. And now the 76ers on the break. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Improving his floor awareness. Howard has a decent sense for when his guys are open.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player.
Durant attacking. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Here's Curry. No points in the game yet for him. And it's slammed in by Howard.
You lob it Howard's way, he'll find ways to finish. That's how talented of a dunker he is.
And with Korkmaz standing 6'7", Greg, there's a lot to like.
And his size can be a huge advantage in certain matchups, Kevin. Great wingspan also lets him grab a fair amount of steals. Has worked hard to get where he is and still showing room to grow.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Here's Simmons, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 2.
I mean, at almost 7 feet tall, Simmons is hard to contain. The defense has to push him farther away.
On the wing, Harris. The Nets working the ball around now. And now the 76ers on the break. A nice shot by Simmons. Simmons got the lead up to 4 now for the 76ers. Outside Irving. Passes it to Harden. Takes the 3. And Simmons with the rebound. Now the 76ers with it. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. And it's blocked by Jordan.
And the one thing we know about DeAndre, he's a presence at both ends of the floor. He protects the rim on D just as much as he punishes it at the offensive end. There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
This is why his teammates respect him. The hustle, the energy. You gotta love it.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Irving kicks to Harden. Back to Irving. Shot clock at 5. Feeds to Jordan. Harden outside.
Oof, ugly second quarter for him, and now I think he's starting to really force the issue. Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Harden against Simmons. The pass to Harris. And it's blocked by Jordan. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance. Harden dishes to Irving. The feed to Jordan. Over Milton. Jordan can't get it to go. Philadelphia leading by 3. And stolen by Irving. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball. Now here's Simmons. He's got 8. Pass to Embiid. Now Milton. And the foul on Harden. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I appreciate the aggression, but that's already his second foul. He's got to play it a little safer.
And it's Simmons penetrating. Inside, Harris. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Oh, man, and defenders have to be more cautious when guarding Harris. He is constantly looking to draw contact on his shots.
And Harris drops them both.
Oh, he's never rattled at the strike. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
And here's Harden. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. He kicks to Green. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. They only had a couple of rough stretches. That's all for now.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Jordan is out there with Green. Then it's Harden. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Irving at the 2-guard spot.
You can't leave anyone uncovered around Simmons. I mean, he's fantastic at seeing when one of his guys is open.
Pass to Harden. This is to Jordan. They kick it out to Green. Offensive rebound. Here's Harden. Lays it up off the glass. Harden's got his first basket.
Oh, that's not the typical way Harden creates his own shot, but it's effective. Work hard on the glass and you'll get some easy buckets out of it.
Simmons finds Embiid. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. Look.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able... Oh, that was a strong dunk.
That's why you go home. The versatility of Simmons astounding, amazing. impressive. Dunks like this are just insane.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report.
Such impressive mobility. I mean, Embiid is a tough cover when he's working the screen and roll.
Irving with it. 9 points in the game so far. Kicks it to Green. He dishes it to Harden. Just 4 to shoot.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that. Well, that's their first miss after hitting 3 in a row to start the half. I mean, I guess it had to happen sometime.
And see, Webb, the strength and conditioning of James Harden, something I'm not certain everybody has an appreciation for.
Yeah, and to your point, back in high school, despite leading Artesia to back-to-back state championships, Harden dealt with asthma and was frankly out of shape. Over the years, dedication to diet and training, that enabled him to reach new heights.
Harris outside. Simmons passes to Harris. And here now is Thibault. And out of bounds is Brooklyn gains possession. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for the Nets. They trail by 3. Brown outside. Dinwiddie outside. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Dinwiddie's got the game tied up here for the Nets.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on it. He could be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
Maxey passes to Curry. Howard kicks to Scott. 6 on the shot clock from about 16. Good. He hits the jump shot. And the 76ers lead by 2.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put it in.
Durant against Scott. A nice shot by KD.
The ability Durant has to score inside, it puts him over the top when you're talking about the NBA's best offensive players.
Maxey passes to Curry. Offline with his 3. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And here's KD for 3. They swipe it. And they're pushing it up. Here's Howard. And it's in there. Howard's got 6.
Love the focus from Howard. So excellent at draining difficult shots over the defense.
36 seconds left in the third. The wide open look for Durant. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Maxey passes to Curry. He feeds it to Howard. And it goes down 2 points. Now it's a 4-point 76ers lead.
Oh, that's just too much strength from Howard. A little contact doesn't bother him in the least.
Here is Durant. And there's the call on Howard. That's his first foul. Durant way outside. No good on the last second attempt there. The third quarter comes to a close. 76ers lead by 4. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
This is the versatility you need to play in today's game. 2 guards have to be able to make plays for others.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Maxey out there with Seth Curry. Then there's Howard. Then there's Scott, and it's Korkmaz in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. It's good. And that's now 6 points for KD.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
Outside for Curry. Just 5 on the clock. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Tries to hit him, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Last thing they want to be doing right now is giving away possessions. I mean, turnovers can kill you in this kind of game.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. Passes to Durant to take the lead. Durant with another miss.
Defensive breakdown, and they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And the first one at the line is good. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Korkmaz. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Curry. And it's Ben Simmons in for Maxey. And a new group in for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Harris comes in for Luwawu Cabarrot. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Bruce Brown. And James Harden subbed in for Dinwiddie. Embiid against KD. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Jordan.
Good recognition from Durant. He's a talented passer.
And the 76ers call time here. Harris is checked in for Mike Scott. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. This is still a close game, and he told his guys, we're not far away. We can still get this one. If we seize the moment, we can walk away with the win. Guys.
And Embiid is right there. And the 76ers lead by 4.
Oh, you better know where Embiid is. I mean, when you lose sight of him, he'll kill you on the Bulls.
Harden kicks to KD. In the corner, it's Harris. Back to KD. 13 feet away. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
He's been cold, and it's been hurting him. The D, I mean, was ready for him. He hasn't been able to solve it.
Harris, good.
Such an efficient scorer. You know, if you give Harris these opportunities, he'll punish you from there.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Durant against Simmons. Durant, the pass to Jordan. Nets passing it around. Now here's Harden, defended by Thybulle. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's his first foul. Philadelphia leading by 6. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Now Simmons. There's the dish to Harris. On the wing, Milton. But tried by Simmons. Embiid rejected by Jordan. Harris finds KD. Now Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
A seasoned vet with lots of playoff experience, Jordan remains calm under pressure.
1:32 left in the 4th quarter. In the corner, Simmons with it. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
So, and when you foul Simmons, you really got to foul. You don't want to just mess around. He powers through.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Howard's checked in. That's good from Simmons. Nets trail by 7. And here's Harden. And they call an illegal screen here.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, you can't blame the ref for making that call at all. The defense in general is already at such a disadvantage as it is.
On the way, Harris fires from 14, and he connects with the jumper. Harris has got the lead up to 9 now for the 76ers. And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. And there's the pass to Durant. Back to Harden. The Nets need to get a shot off here. No good from Durant. And now the fast break. Embiid with the ball. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, the game got away from them, but hopefully they've learned some things, and hopefully they'll be able to make some adjustments next time.
Out to Harris. Back to Harden. The 3. Sinks the triple.
When the game is up in the air, Harden delivers. Easy to understand why he is seen as one of the best players in the league.
Simmons with it. So the 76ers win it. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on DA.
Hey, Kevin.
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. Look at the 76ers starting group. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Shake Milton is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Thibault in at the small forward position. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich is out there with Young, and it's Capella in at the center, locking down the middle. Now here's Embiid. Back to Simmons. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Milton. Defended by Young. Harris's shot is off.
And D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Bogdanovich dishes to Collins. Down low. Goes back up to the left side wing. Back to Young. And stolen by Simmons. And now the fast break. Embiid with the ball. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Quick off the floor. Has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Hunter kicks to Young. Harris against Collins. Back to Young. 6 to shoot. Capella. Milton grabs the board. For Philadelphia, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Thibault, the pass to Harris. Embiid is at the elbow. Good, and Harris gets the assist.
Well, for Tobias Harris to take this step, getting away from scoring and finding teammates to become a more adept passer, that's good signs.
Now, here is Young. And he banks in the layup.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Simmons. Following the basket by Trae Young. Harris dishes to Simmons. Stolen by Collins. Here's Hunter. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Simmons feeling it out a bit. Harris outside. Back to Simmons. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question, and believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, but I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that.
Now here's Curry. Scott inside. He's guarded by Collins. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And a chance there to look back at the stunning Mobile One block a moment ago.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Here's Snell. 1:15 left here in the first quarter. And it's Gallinari missing. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Howard with it. Okongwu covering. Curry, good.
A good decision right there from Dwight. Excellent awareness on that particular play.
The Hawks trail by 3. 52 seconds left to play in the first. Gallinari outside. Feeds it to Okongwu. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. And here's Maxey. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. It's Curry outside. Okongwu grabs the board. The Hawks have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Gallinari attacking over to the left wing. Fast break, Philadelphia. Curry's got the ball beyond the arc. And the 76ers get it back. Scott. Got it off in time. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. A good close contest so far. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. On the court right now for the Hawks, they've got Tony Snell. Gallinari is out there with Okongwu. Then it's Reddish. And it's Herter in at the point guard. Here's Korkmaz. After the basket by Onyeka Okongwu. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Scott. Howard in the post. Scott kicks to Curry. Scott against Gallinari. Howard, the pass to Scott. Goes up again. And Howard with the nice bucket inside. Howard's got his first points of the game.
I like how hard he's working on the glass. A strong big man who is excellent at coming up with second chance opportunities.
Snell, the pass to Gallinari. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Herter. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. That one, no good.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Curry deciding where to go with it. Floats it up for Curry. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
And Reddish out there running on the break. That's the best way to reward a teammate for that kind of defensive pressure.
And Cam Reddish, the 10th pick back in 2019 out of Duke. Had a tough transition as a rookie into the NBA. Struggled just to find his rhythm.
GA, I think there are a lot of questions because at Duke, he was surrounded by stars. R.J. Barrett, Zion Williamson, and he was sort of that third guy. He has all the physical tools, and he made some big-time strides in the latter half of last season, so he's coming.
Here's Snell. 76ers getting the bucket. Here's Herter. Now the pass to Reddish. Gallinari on the wing. Gallinari on the wing. A second chance effort. Clock at 4. It's stolen by Curry. And now the 76ers on the break. Korkmaz kicks to Howard. Korkmaz passes to Howard. Now here's Maxey. Here's Korkmaz. Off target from outside. Okongwu with it, and it's Howard picking him up. Snell, the pass to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now, here's Maxey. Pass to Korkmaz. Gallinari with the steal. And now here comes Okongwu leading the break. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Atlanta shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And it's tied up with that one. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play.
Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The Hawks leading. There's 39 seconds left here in the second. It's stolen by Milton. Simmons with it. He's picked up by Collins. Ben Simmons gets the bucket. Simmons got his second basket.
And when Simmons is inside, forget about it. He uses his skill and smarts to take advantage.
And Young kicks to Bogdanovich. 16 seconds left in the first half of the game. Pass to Okongwu. 4 on the shot clock. 13 feet away. Simmons pulls it in. And Okongwu gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. For 3, Harris. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. The period came to a close with... And...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And guys, without question, Okongwu displaying his skills today.
Yeah, and the numbers don't jump out at you, but the impact on the game sure does.
Well, the commitment he has to fill his role and consistently fill that role, that's what that team needs from him.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Shake Milton. And it's Thibault in at the 3, the small forward. And that one drops. Capella's got the lead up to 1 now for the Hawks.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Now Simmons over Hunter. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That'll be his second foul of the game. And for the Hawks, they're shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury, never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
And the 76ers with possession. They trail by 1. Outside, Simmons. Here's Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
All that athleticism from Tobias Harris showing that time.
The Hawks have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young. And Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Here's Simmons. Atlanta with the rebound. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Here's Hunter. Here's Capella to the wing on the left. Second chance shot, and that one's good. Hunter. And the Hawks lead by 3.
Well, the footwork for Hunter there was really solid, able to catch and shoot.
Simmons left side to the paint. Here's Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Collins dishes to Young. To the middle. And the dunk by Capella.
And the scoring is one thing, but Young's ability to set his teammates up, just as important.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. Outside Curry. Clock at 6. Over Gallinari. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
And stolen by Howard. To the inside, Scott. Second shot opportunity. Here's Korkmaz. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Just 5 to shoot. The 76ers need to get off a shot, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Philadelphia shooting their first free throws of this game.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Snell, the pass to Herter. 1:03 left in the third. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Herter's got the lead up to 3 now for Atlanta. Dishes it to Curry. Howard with it. Back to Curry. To the paint. Here's Scott. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Here's Herter, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Herter getting up there and making that one look pretty easy.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Axie passes to Curry. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Herter passes to Gallinari. Makes it off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 5.
He's showing some nice body control, outstanding at keeping his composure and continuing to play at his speed is Gallinari.
And we've reached the end of the third. Hawks on top. They lead by 5. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, Nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Okongwu is out there with Gallinari. Then there's Tony Snell. Then it's Reddish. And it's Herter in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. The 76ers trail by 5. And here is Curry. Inside. Here's Scott. The second chance effort. It's deflected, and they're able to recover. Howard kicks to Curry. The 76ers with another miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Young in the corner. Up again, and it's put back up and in by Capella.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Good try by Simmons. And now here comes Young leading the break. Capella, the pass to Young. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Pass to Capella. The shot, no good. Now the 76ers take it the other way. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. Here's Simmons, and he comes up with the deuce.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
There's the pass to Bogdanovich. Back to Collins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Free throw line jump shot. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Simmons with it and guarded by Capella. It's stolen by Capella. Now here's Hunter. Tight defense on him. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. Atlanta with the ball. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. And Young kicks to Capella. 6 to shoot. He dishes it to Young. Good on the bucket. And the Hawks lead by 7.
You just can't take Trae Young lightly from anywhere on the floor. These kind of shots will help him get into a rhythm.
Down low. Here's Embiid. Out to Harris. To the middle. Here's Thibault. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the court.
The Hawks leading by 5. There's a minute 47 left in the 4th quarter. Simmons against Bogdanovich. Here's Young. And he converts the layup. Young's got the lead back up to 7 now for Atlanta.
Got to have good court awareness, and it was on display right there from Bogdanovich.
Lobbed up there for Embiid. And Capella sends it back. 4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Outside, Simmons. For 3, Harris. And it's Trae Young with the rebound. Hawks have gone 4-7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. This is it to Bogdanovich. Back to Young. The 3. Kept alive. Capella, the pass to Hunter. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Milton with it. He's against Young. A shot by Milton, no good. Young in the corner. He kicks it to Collins. Now, here's Hunter. And finished off by Collins.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Traps in the tray. Young's got the lead up to 12 now for Atlanta.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
From deep three-point range, and the miss. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. A confident win in one. Now it's ended down to Dick.
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich is out there with Trae Young. And it's Capella in at the 5. And for Brooklyn, Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Harden. Then there's Griffin. And it's Irving in at the 2. Now here is Harris. 13 feet away. And stolen by Hunter. Bogdanovich looking around. Pass to Capella. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Now, here's Collins. Harden missing his last shot. Capella inside, guarded by Harden. And it's Capella missing. Bogdanovich against Harden to the inside. Here's Griffin. The kick out to Irving from the arc. And the Nets miss again. For Atlanta, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Poked away. Stolen by Harden. In transition, here come the Nets. KD leading the charge.
Boy, if you allow Kevin Durant to play in space, in transition, you can turn the lights out.
Young dishes to Capella. Back to Young. Drops in the layup for two.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
But I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
It's stolen by Capella. Finished off the break.
You know, you see Young's eyes light up when the break is on. Solid at scoring in transition.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, that's sort of a picture of what not to do on those last two possessions. They're being way too loose with the ball.
Donnie's checked in for Trae Young. The Hawks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Bogdanovich with it. In the corner, Collins with it. And it's done in the corner. 5 to shoot. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Now, Chris Dunn, a part of that Zach LaVine trade a few years ago. You know, GA, what's interesting about Dunn is he actually played a lot of small forward last season.
How about that? Drafted 5th overall back in 2016 as a point guard. He's only about 6'3", but very strong and has long arms and plays with great toughness. Just another example of how small ball is affecting every front court position.
Hunter with it. Harris is there. Here's Capella. Over Harden. And Capella the bucket on the assist by Hunter. Capella's got his second basket of the game.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Now, here is Irvin. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Here's Bogdanovich. The dish to Dunn. Outside, Bogdanovich. Here's Capella. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Harden the pass to KD, and an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn, and the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And they've got to get their heads into this game. They're giving the ball away far too easily.
Young looking around. The pass to Herter. Inside. There's the feed to Young. Here's Herter. And stolen by Jordan. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And then Brown with the dunk.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Got to be careful in how you're going to guard Young. He often seeks out contact and really forces the issue.
And so Young nails them both.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
And so it's Atlanta in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And against one of the toughest offensive. And recently, Kevin Durant discussed what they have to face.
I think we get a lot of teams' best shot in the first.
And Greg, it's one of the great challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can do that only in spurts.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Green. He's out there with Jordan. Down out there with Luwawu, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point.
Well, Gallinari a scorer at heart, but how about the unselfishness? Perfectly sets up his open teammate.
Brown feeling it out a bit. Back to Dinwiddie. He feeds it to Green. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The Hawks leading by 10. And here's Young. 6 points for him. Gallinari outside. Young with the ball. He's picked up by Jordan. And the shot goes in. Okongwu's now got the lead up to 12 now for the Hawks.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
Well, that's about as high percentage as it gets for DJ. Go to work, big man.
Out to Gallinari. Pass to Herter. To the paint. Here's Okongwu.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
Green against Gallinari. Green, the pass to Jordan. They kick it out to Green. Pass to Luwawu. Dinwiddie outside. Fires from deep. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Atlanta leading by 12. And they go to the intentional foul. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Collins comes in for Gallinari. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Reddish. And it's Bogdanovich in for Kevin Herter. Hunter, nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And the Hawks lead by 14. And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Durant down low. Working on Collins. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Atlanta making a switch here. Dunn's checked in. For Atlanta, they've gone a sensational 5 of 5 from the field since the start of the second quarter. We've got 1:18 left in the first half. Back to Bogdanovich. Stolen by Harden. Irving dishes to Harden. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Chris Dunn picks one up.
Maybe the best ever at earning free throws. I mean, Harden has mastered the art of contact and still being able to get off the shot.
The Hawks leading by 12. 58 seconds left to play in the first half. Bogdanovich against Harden. 6 on the shot clock. And Bogdanovich kicks to Collins. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Harden. And even 3-on-3 break. outside for Durant. 30 seconds left now here in the second. He dishes it to Griffin. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Capella, the pass to Hunter. The Hawks working the ball around. Shot clock at 6. It's Collins with the drive. And finished off by Collins.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with a 14. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And a star in his role. Clint Capella. And
well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
Well, perhaps the most impressive thing has been his incredible consistency. This guy is a great player who always brings a ton of energy. What a great half.
On the court for Atlanta, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Chris Dunn is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint. The kick out to Irving. Pass to Harden. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
To the middle, and stolen by Bogdanovich. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. He kicks to Hunter. Launches a 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got 3 assists now in this one. Nets trail by 21. Harden surveying the D. And stolen by Hunter. And they're moving it up. Bogdanovich against Harden. Bogdanovich dishes to Capella. Kicks it to Collins. This one for 3. And it's Griffin with the rebound.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
And the jam by Kevin Durant.
That Kevin Durant makes that dunk look easy. He's so big, you can't do anything about it.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Atlanta.
And with Kevin Durant recovering from the Achilles injury, glad we get to see one of the all-time greats back in action.
No doubt, Greg. And KD is trying to navigate his way through one of the most difficult injuries a basketball player can face. But we know unequivocally this man will go down as one of the elite scorers in NBA history. That combination of size and shooting is truly something to behold.
Tries again, and there's the nice layup by Okongwu. Okongwu's now got 8.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there, no box out.
To me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. They kick it out to Green. Here's Jordan, and he hammers that one down right in the face of Okongwu.
DeAndre Jordan's athleticism is simply unreal. You want evidence? go check out his posterization of Mr. Brandon Knight.
Inside. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Llewellyn, defended by Young. And to the ball out of bounds. Dinwiddie touched it last. Atlanta leading by 19 points. Young passes to Herter. From outside the arc. Jordan with the rebound. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, easy call.
For Brooklyn, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Now, here is Young. 6 points for him. There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 8 points for him.
And having to respect Young's deep range defensively, hard to close off the lane.
Dinwiddie passes to Llewellyn. Back to Dinwiddie. 5 on the clock. Down low, Green, and it's Green with the jam.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Now Young, 8 points for him. Three-pointer. In the corner, Herter with it. Hits it from three-point range. Herter's got 5 now. Good if it goes. That shot off the mark. And so it's Atlanta controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. We've got DeAndre Jordan. Luwawu is out there with Green. Then there's Brown. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
Gallinari dishes to Okongwu. Gallinari surveying the D. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound, Brooklyn. The drive by Jordan. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Gallinari. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
You know, the thinking is defensively trying to close off the lane, but how crafty is Kevin Durant at his ability to bounce off and still make you commit?
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Snell. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
This is as easy as it gets for Collins. Once he establishes position, the defense is toast.
Harden with it. And the jam by Harden.
Making the most of the screen. That's college done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Bogdanovich passes to Collins. Bogdanovich inside, guarded by Harden. And stolen by Harris. And now the fast break. Durant with the ball. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Jordan kicks to Harden. From deep. But he stays with it. Durant with it. Working on Collins. Here's Jordan. Harris outside. Durant feeling it out a bit. Missed it. Even after all those chances. Atlanta leading by 16. It's Collins with the drive. Capella finds Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
And the Hawks making a change here. Herter's checked in. There's a minute 40 left in the fourth quarter of this one. No good on the triple. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Atlanta also making some changes here. Okongwu's checked in for Collins. Reddish comes in for DeAndre Hunter. And Trey Young subbed in for Tony Snell. And the pass to Claxton. It's Harden with the drive to the inside. Claxton with the bucket. Claxton's got his first bucket in this one.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Hawks.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Clint Capella.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
43 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And Young, here we go. It's good. And the Hawks lead by 16.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
That's good from Durant.
I think Kevin Durant prides himself on doing everything at an elite level. And really, think about how he's improved his defense in the prime of his career.
Harris outside. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to KD. Shoots it. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Now here's Reddish. He's tightly guarded. It's Young on the wing and stolen by Kyrie Irving. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. This was a very strong showing. And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the... Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Shake Milton is out there with Ben Simmons. And it's Thibault in at the 3 spot. And for the Nets, they've got Griffin. Harden out there with Irving. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Green in at the power forward. Now, here is Irving. Back to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
Well, his IQ is one of the best in the league. Irving has a great feel for when his teammates are open.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the player, sometimes it's the media.
Oh, what a play!
Woo! And, you know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.
It's Harden with the drive, and it's Harden slamming it down.
And Harden, absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
Simmons passes to Milton. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Simmons dishes to Embiid, and it's good for 2.
Well, you know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact.
Irving looking for an opening. Green finds Irving. 6 to shoot. The tray. Rebound by the 76ers. Now Milton. And that one drops for him.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Harden, no good.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
Simmons' shot is good. Simmons got his second bucket.
Red hot so far, 4 for 4. Cooking with gas, couldn't draw it up any better.
Outside Irving. He can't get it to go. And Philadelphia the other way now. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
I tell you, it doesn't get any easier than this, guys. I mean, Simmons finishing with power.
Harris kicks to Harden. Will it go? Hands it from downtown. Harden's got 7 points. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. You played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for him.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid. I think are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. 1:32 left here in the opening quarter. Harden the pass to Irving. Harris outside. Harden finds Irving. Baseline jumper. Shot clock at 5. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Green, and he gets the basket. And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And, guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Outside for Curry. The 76ers have shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Scott hits them both. Here's Dinwiddie. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Brown outside. Pass to Jordan. Outside Durant. They need this. Whistle blows. Basket. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Scott. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think.
And so it's Philadelphia ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And you have to credit their defense for the job they've been doing against Irving.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal. Of course, I'm playing off the ball.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Nets. Luwawu is out there with Durant. Then there's Brown. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard. Durant with it. From deep three-point range, Maxey grabs the miss.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. And was maybe a step out of his range.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And, GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Brown, good.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Now, here's Maxey. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Just 5 on the clock. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Brown the pass to Dinwiddie. And he lays it straight in.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And here's Maxey. Outside Curry. Three-pointer. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. Dinwiddie kicks to KD. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. KD's got 5.
Boy, how about the outstanding hustle from Durant? I mean, getting out on the break as soon as the ball was headed the other way. The more bodies going up court, the better.
Howard, the pass to Curry. Here's the lob to the hoop.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they had.
2 minutes.
And there's the pass to Dinwiddie. The shot missing. Now the 76ers take it the other way.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands.
Yeah, he wanted credit for the basket and the assist on that one.
Passes it to Durant. And then Durant with the dunk.
Yeah, you know, at first glance, you might think Durant has trouble finishing through contact, but think again, folks. I mean, you can't measure desire by body type.
And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season. And yet, they did the right thing, and when you have a guy like KD, you want to make sure you're not rushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn.
I tell you what, I love the unselfishness of Ben Simmons. This guy delights in setting up his teammates, and if they're open, they get the ball.
Outside Irving. And the shot goes down. Irving's got his first points in this one.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Embiid over Griffin. Embiid, no good.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard.
Tell you what, the coach's heart was in his throat, and he was in shock and awe. But now he's got to...
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. Philadelphia finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They lead by 9 points. And
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. And we've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
Taking a look at the 76ers. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Shake Milton. And it's Thibault in at the small forward. Harden finds Irving. Jacks up a three. And Embiid pulls it down.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
How the passion in New York is a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence, and I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it. It's just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
So I bet.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Now Irving. Pass to Green. Harden with it. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. Green finds Irving. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Kevin Durant's checked in for Jeff Green. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Philadelphia. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Back to Simmons. Three-pointer by Embiid. Rebound, Brooklyn. A decent amount of time left as they try to find a way back into it.
Yeah, but it will be soon if they don't start cutting into this deficit. Ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Harris passes to Thibault. Trying to find Irving. He's got it now. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Left side Irving. Over Simmons. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Nets trail by 13.
And you rarely see the vision and playmaking of Ben Simmons in someone that size. That you can put him up there with Magic, LeBron, and Penny Hardaway in terms of those taller playmakers.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Greg. I mean, he's unique, really unique and gifted in that regard. And with all great passers, there are a couple of things they do well. One is they see a play or two ahead. They anticipate and throw the ball where it should be going, anticipating that. And the other thing is the timing with which they make their passes. It's usually right at the right time, the opportune time for a teammate to score on the catch.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. Outside Curry. Lets the three fly, and that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Irving with a clean look. Offensive rebound. Durant, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Dwight Howard.
Well, you're scratching your head with how do you defend a guy like Durant. I mean, his length, his speed, ball handling, all allow him to draw fouls easily.
Durant hits them both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Pass to Scott. Now, here's Maxey, guarded by Harden. Outside Irving. Shot clock reset for the Nets. Outside for Durant. Good on the three-point shot. Durant's got 14 points for the game.
Yeah, and they are living and dying from beyond the arc since halftime. It's a different look than what we saw in the first half.
Maxey passes to Curry. Inside, deflects the pass. Howard in the post. He's against Jordan. Howard can't hit. Harden the pass to Durant. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, that's the kind of pressure Durant puts on the defense. I mean, you just can't sit back and let him do what he wants to. Body up on him, even if you may risk a foul.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Here's Curry with the 3. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 5th rebound in this one. A shot by Harden, wide open. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. 9 points in the game so far.
And Harden takes a lot of pride in being a hard matchup, a tough cover. I mean, he takes no time in shooting once he gets the pump.
The shot's good from Irving. Irving's got it all tied up now for Brooklyn.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Timeout called, the Nets. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. Then there's Harris. Then it's Harden, and it's Irving at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Irving against Curry. Down low, Howard. That shot, no good. Great D that time from Jordan.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And he makes the first. That one is no good. The 76ers lead it. And now the 76ers on the break. Harris kicks to Embiid. Good, and Harris gets the assist.
The mid-range J from Embiid getting better and better.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Durant. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got 8 rebounds in this game. And he commits the intentional foul. Jeff Green is checked in for the Nets. Johnson against Simmons. Embiid trying to break loose. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Outstanding focus that time by Simmons. Nothing really rattles this guy. He's unflappable, even when he's getting bodied by the defense like that.
Jordan finds Johnson. Here's Luwawu. And again, it's the Nets missing. The 76ers leading by 5. Here's Harris, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
You can feel the sense of urgency they have to get this thing closed out as soon as possible.
The pass to Dinwiddie. Lays it up off the glass.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
The Nets making a switch here. Brown's checked in. Dwight Howard. He's checked in for the 76ers. And here's Harris from the arc. They get it again.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Dinwiddie. Simmons with the defensive effort.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Kicks to Howard. Lots of room.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
Here's Luwawu, and Embiid with the block.
Boy, supported by great vertical explosiveness, Embiid continues to dominate as a rim protector.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Brown the pass to Green. Lock at 6. Back to Brown. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Here's Dinwiddie. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And Harris wide open. He shoots, and the 3 ball is good. Harris has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, this is something that Harris has really enhanced in his game over time. Hard work, paying dividends.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're trailing by 10. 1:30 left in the game. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Joel Embiid.
And he's put on a terrific show of skill in the paint. A combination of moves, footwork, and that soft touch down low. It's all added up to one dominant performance for the big fella.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open 3, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the 76ers.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, Just a monster game for Joel Embiid.
Yeah, and he was aggressive rebounding the ball tonight. I think his aggressiveness on the glass helped set the tone.
7-second difference, shot and game clock.
You know, it's become almost a foregone conclusion that Harden is going to lead the league in free throw attempts every year. He is a master at getting to the line.
Harden hits them both. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. So Philadelphia wins it. They came in here. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. The sun shining brightly on Dow. And with three.
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, D.A. Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich out there with Trae Young. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And for the 76ers, Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Shake Milton is out there with Ben Simmons. And it's Thibault in at the 3 spot. Now, here is Young. Good on the shot. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
Now, here's Collins. After the miss from Joel Embiid. Shot clock at 6. Young inside. Defended by Milton. And he uses the glass on the layup. Young's got his second basket.
The ability of Trae Young to take it up inside makes him difficult to pressure out on the perimeter.
Harris inside, working on Collins. Harris's shot is off. And it's the Hawks' ball. Hunter dishes to Collins. Outside, Bogdanovich. In the corner, it's Hunter. Bogdanovich against Harris. And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That is his first foul of the game. And so just over a minute and a half played. And Young kicks to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Few people see the floor as well as Trae. If you're open, he'll find you.
The 76ers off to a slow start. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them. Simmons passes to Thybulle. To the paint. Pulls it up. Embiid. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And the man just brings his lunch pail and goes to work. What sets Embiid apart is he does it with such ease.
Now, here is Young. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Did you see the game plan is working already? 4 straight makes to start this one.
Milton kicks to Harris. Back to Milton. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Harris finds Milton. To the middle. 6 on the shot clock. Simmons passes to Harris. Over Collins. Harris misses.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Simmons against Bogdanovich. From 12 feet out. And it's Capella missing. The 76ers trail by 6. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
A nice shot by Young.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense. And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on the defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that can lead this league in scoring and in assists. And also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it.
Collins trying to break free. And it's Young. That time on the assist by Collins.
Oh, great ball movement there. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. The 76ers shooting their first free throw of the game.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
The 76ers have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
44 seconds left in the first quarter. Herter, no good. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Philadelphia. They trail by 9 points. Down low, Gallinari with the steal. Here's Herter. Now, here's Okongwu. He's covered closely. Pass to Snell. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. The drive by Scott. And finished off by Scott.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And so it's Atlanta in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. A look at the field. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at the 76ers, we've got Maxey. Scott is out there with Howard. Then it's Curry. And it's Green in at the 3. Back to Gallinari. The 3. That shot is off. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Green passes to Curry. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Curry's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Philadelphia. The Hawks leading by 7. Gallinari outside. To the inside. Here's Okongwu. Over in the corner, Reddish. Pass to Gallinari. Now Okongwu. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
Outside Curry. Scott finds Howard. They kick it out to Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Gallinari with the steal. Here's Snell, defended by Scott. Over in the corner, Reddish. Gallinari against Curry. 4 on the clock. A 3 ball. Herter, no good. The 76ers trail by 9. Scott the pass to Maxey. He kicks it to Howard. Now here's Maxey. T right on him. Back to Howard. Rebounded by Snell. Atlanta's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second.
And out of New Mexico, Tony Snell has made himself into a capable long-range marksman.
Yes, he's a guy who plays within himself, GA, stays in his lane, and knocks down perimeter shots.
Curry looking around. He dishes it to Scott. Bobbed up there for Howard. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And love how Howard throws it down. Just spectacular to watch on these alley-oops, given his strength.
Herter passes to Gallinari. Inside. Snell. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Hawks lead by 9.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Kicks it to Curry. Launches a 3. The pass to Maxey. Gallinari with the steal. Here's Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
Passes like this demonstrate Snell's team-first approach. He's all about getting it to the open guys.
Now, here's Maxey. Curry on the wing. Lets it go with a 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Curry's got 5 points so far.
If you relax on him out there, he's going to make you pay every time.
Passes it to Okongwu. To the paint. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Howard's got 4 rebounds in this game. Curry with a wide open look. Here's Green. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one.
And though he's a physical, tough-minded individual, Danny Green's averaged less than 1 free throw attempt per game over his career. That's surprising.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Harris comes in for Mike Scott. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Curry. And it's Ben Simmons in for Maxey. Young outside. Harris trying to get free. Here's Capella. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. To the middle. They kick it out to Green. Embiid in the corner. Looking for Harris. He gets it there. Another miss by Philadelphia. And so it's Atlanta with...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, we saw Trae Young lighting it up in the first half. He had 12 points. And
if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
On the court for Atlanta, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Trae Young is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Capella in at the 5 spot. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I'll tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold. And anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Young taking his time here. Hawks passing it around. Back to Collins, and there's the feed to Young. Just 4 to shoot. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Pass to Embiid. Out to Harris from deep. Drills it from outside. Harris has got his first 3 points of the game.
Well-conceived play. The pass is right on time. Tobias catches in rhythm. Difficult set to defend.
Harris against Collins. Dishes it to Young. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And Simmons kicks to Milton. Pass to Embiid. Back to Milton. Now the pass to Harris. And the rejection by Collins.
Right there, the length of Collins proving to be the difference. Not in my house, he says.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile 1 block we just saw on replay.
Guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
To the right side. To the inside. It's tipped. And the rejection by Embiid.
One of the premier shot swatters in the world. The length of Embiid makes it hard to be scored on.
Thibault finds Embiid. Right block shot. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. The Hawks leading by 5. Hunter, the pass to Young. Down low. Embiid with it, and guarded by Capella. Here's Simmons. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Howard's checked in for Embiid. Mike Scott comes in for Harris. Green, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Curry subbed in for Shake Milton. Outside Collins. Passes to Capella. 6 to shoot. Young inside. Scott's there. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. The drive by Scott. Outside Green. Back to Scott. Outside Green. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. The Hawks have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half.
And for a long time, Atlanta had been searching for a legitimate center. Seems like they found their guy in Clint Capella.
Yes, and Clint Capella is limited offensively, but that's not his job. What Clint Capella does do, he does very well. He's a terrific rebounder, and he will have a lot of room to finish at the rim, as he does with power.
Back to Scott. It's hauled in by Trae Young.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
You know, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
Green, the pass to Curry. Back to Green. Simmons working it over. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
Maxey's checked in for Simmons. Here's Herter. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Atlanta again missing. That one misses. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Hawks on top, up by 4. And well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. So it's the Hawks now. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Green out there with Scott. Then there's Howard. Then there's Maxey. And it's Curry in at the shooting guard position. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. And it's in there.
Physical D right there. But Herter's mentally tough. Never lost focus.
The 76ers trail by 6. Maxey passes to Curry. Howard dishes to Curry. He lobs it up, and another turnover here by Philadelphia.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
The Hawks leading by 6. Herter passes to Snell. Back to Herter. Inside, Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Nice look from Kevin. Intelligent and unselfish.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Maxey passes to Green. Down low. And it's slammed in by Howard.
The veteran presence of Danny Green keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Scott. Harris comes in for Danny Green. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Seth Curry. And Simmons subbed in for Maxey. Here's Embiid. Here's Howard. And that one is good. Howard's got 4 points in the quarter.
And Howard always one of the top offensive rebounders in the league.
Gallinari outside. To the inside. Okongwu.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Embiid inside. Gallinari covering. Simmons dishes to Embiid. And there's the call on Kevin Huerter. That'll be his second foul of the game. Outside, Simmons. High post, Embiid. Shoots over Capella, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And with off-the-charts awareness, Simmons makes plays that others simply don't see.
Young left side. To the middle. Hunter with it. Just 5 to shoot. Just his first attempt. And Atlanta again with the bucket.
A tough guy who doesn't mind mixing it up. Hunter can do a lot of damage in the paint.
Outside, Simmons. To the paint. Here's Embiid. Another shot. Now the dish to Howard. Up and in on the layup.
And you know Howard wants that responsibility offensively, and that time he comes through for his team.
A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. Now, here is Young, defended by Thibault. A nice shot by Young.
Incredible night for Trey. Has direct involvement in nearly every facet of this offense.
To the inside. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
Off on the timing, or it may have been a miscommunication. Either way, turnover.
Atlanta leading by 6. 1:19 left here in the fourth quarter.
This is what you're trying to do, put the game away.
And he's doing it by getting to his spots and making big shots.
Simmons, the bounce pass. Fades away. Embiid, no good.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Here's Thibault. Good, and Harris gets the assist.
How about the activity of Simmons, mucking up passing lanes and making life difficult on the opposition. So good at getting steal.
Young with the ball, working on Howard, and he makes that one.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Here's Embiid. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And there is no back down in Joel Embiid. He is ready to rise to the occasion in the big moments.
.15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Capella kicks to Okongwu. In the corner, Collins with it. And stolen by Thibault. With 3, Harris misses the shot. And so the Hawks take the win. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. We're great. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Harris. Jordan is out there with Durant. Then there's Brown. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich out there with Trae Young. And it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Dinwiddie. Durant just inside the line. And it's off the back rim, no good.
And what was once a weakness for Collins, now a strength. His defense has taken huge strides since the start of last season.
And I think a young player like John Collins learns that blocks are not just a statistic that reveal how good you can be defensively. It's about positioning. It's about communication. And John Collins wants to be more complete on that end of the floor.
Dinwiddie passes to Durant. Takes a 3. It's stolen by Capella. Here's Collins, and Durant sends it back.
Wow, the large wingspan of Durant on full display. What a block there.
Takes the 13-footer, the putback, and there's Jordan putting it right back in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. The dish now to Hunter. Outside Collins. Looking for Bogdanovich, and he gets it there. Young with no one around. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Brown. Six on the shot clock. KD finds Harris. And Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
The Hawks have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Young with the ball. He's picked up by KD. Back to Jordan. Nets passing it around. KD against Capella. Durant down low. Gets that one to fall after missing his first two. 1 for 3 from the field.
And the sinewy body of Kevin Durant allows him to finish through the physical play.
Outside Bogdanovich. And Young, here we go. Banked in off the glass. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Brooklyn on defense, following the basket by Trae Young. That gives them the lead. Capella's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And defenders have to be mindful of Capella. His length and strength can be a problem down low.
Dinwiddie outside. Outside Durant. Here's the three. And Dinwiddie with the basket on the assist by Durant.
Well, KD, an awesome job there, just sharing the rock with his teammates.
Young passes to Capella. Brown against Young. And finish off by Collins.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now, here's Brown. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Dinwiddie against Bogdanovich. Brown wide open. He fires. That one's not going to go. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Here's Young. A putback. It's good on the putback.
Well, the way you keep plays alive is with some effort, and John Collins giving it to you.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Dinwiddie against Bogdanovich. Outside for Durant. This one for three. Back to Dinwiddie. From deep. No good from Durant. Now, here's Capella. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Yeah, it's almost like he's playing with the wristwatch there. He knew the time, he executed.
And so it's it. And it seems like players are constantly changing teams.
As a team, as a unit, as a roster,
Greg Dinwiddie, one of those players who seems to adapt to any situation.
I mean, he's versatile, total team player, will do whatever is asked of him. He's really emerged after being picked in the second round a few years ago.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Hawks, what do you guys think?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Gallinari is out there with Reddish. Then there's Tony Snell. Then it's Okongwu. And it's Herter in at the one spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Griffin can't get it to go in.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
To the middle, Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Now Irving. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Griffin finds Irving from deep three-point range. Rebound by the Hawks. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Pass to Reddish. Back to Gallinari. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. A shot by Reddish, no good.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Here's Snell. Back to Herder. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
The pass to Claxton. Now here's Harden. He started close.
And you talk about the best ball handlers in the league. Don't forget about James Harden.
The Hawks leading by 8. Passes it to Gallinari. He feeds it to Okongwu. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Okongwu's now got the lead up to 10 now for the Hawks.
And going back to when he turned pro at just 16 years of age, Gallinari has proven to be one of the best players ever from Italy.
You think about his final year in Milano and just how highly efficient he was, first in the league's ratings overall. 6th pick, going from Italy to New York City, and the fans had no idea what they were getting, but Gallinari eventually dealt in the Carmelo deal, and his career, although it's been multiple stops, has been pretty exemplary.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Herder passes to Gallinari. 1:14 left here in the second. It's hauled in by Claxton. Nets trail by 8. Swiped it away. And now here comes Okongwu leading the break.
Herder getting up there and making that one look pretty easy.
59 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Pass to Claxton. Back to Harden. Harden draws the double. Pass to Green. In the corner, Irving with it. Shot clock at 6. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Herder passes to Snell. There's 25 seconds left in the first half. Here's Herder. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on James Harden.
Herder showed some great progress in his first year, and now showing how much more comfortable he is.
And he makes both free throws. 19 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here now is Dinwiddie. There's the pass to Durant. Over Collins. And that concludes the first half. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. After 2 quarters, it's Atlanta out in front. They lead by 10. And Shaq, what'd you see? And that...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Clint Capella really making a difference here.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters. Just disrupting everything.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
So for Brooklyn now, we've got Brown. Durant is out there with Harris. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
And that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many of the guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Young with the ball. Collins looking around. He dishes it to Bogdanovich. Feeds it to Capella. 5 to shoot. Great D that time from Jordan.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense, not really a factor. One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Bogdanovich passes to Young. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. And the layup's good off the glass. Young's got 6 points.
Shifty guard Trae Young finds his ways into some of those cracks and crevices.
Harris outside. Passes it to Jordan. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Dinwiddie. 2 points. That one goes. Dinwiddie's got his second bucket.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Up top, Capella, guarded by Jordan, and the dunk by Capella.
And how about his athleticism for a big man? Capella is able to make plays above the rim.
Dinwiddie dishes to KD. Inside, Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Young outside. Yes, that goes in. He's got 8.
Maybe the halftime break was good for him. Allowed him to step back, calm himself down, get himself in the right frame of mind, and now shots are falling.
You just can't get tired of watching the way Young shoots the ball. I mean, what a fantastic release.
And it's just limitless in terms of the range. That's what makes it so impressive. He's a small guy, he's quick, and he's got great handles. But he can heave that up from just about anywhere. And when he gets hot, it's something to watch.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. Here's Gallinari. Here's Okongwu. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Hawks lead by 7.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Over to the wing. Pass to Green. Irving looking over the floor. No one near him. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
And Irving is so difficult to stay with in the pick and roll. The moment he gets that kind of room, he's going to pull.
Here's Herter. He has 6. He kicks to Gallinari. Snell, the pass to Okongwu. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. In the corner, Irving with it. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Herter. Reddish. Out left to the wing. And another shot. James Harden with the rebound. And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. It's a 5-point game.
And Kyrie doing a good job of just setting everybody up, making sure there's a great pace and tempo to each possession offensively.
Gallinari attacking, and he uses the glass on the layup.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
The third quarter comes to a close. Hawks lead by 5. We'll be back shortly. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the court for Atlanta, Okongwu is out there with Gallinari. Then it's Reddish. Then there's Tony Snell, and it's Herter in at the point guard position. Pass to Okongwu. Gallinari against Durant. Now, here is Gallinari. He's guarded closely.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Harris outside. Down low to tie it up. Here's Jordan, and he hits it to tie the game up.
Well, the sheer size of DeAndre Jordan is such a big benefit. It makes him an effective finisher on the inside.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for Brooklyn. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Now here's Dinwiddie, and the pass to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Young passes to Capella. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. That one good for two.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both. But when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
Dinwiddie draws contact on the shot. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
4 on the clock. And on the way from Irving for 3. Rebounded by Capella.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Collins kicks to Bogdanovich. Hawks passing it around. Here's Young in Atlanta again with the bucket.
Embracing the big moment is Trae Young.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Bogdanovich against Dinwiddie. From 13, Atlanta with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Young with the ball. He's picked up by Irving. Collins passes to Bogdanovich. It's Young on the wing. Back to Collins. Backed in, coming off the assist from Young. Now it's a 4-point Hawks lead.
Collins not the first option, but wow, stepping up.
Dinwiddie dishes to KD. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Back to Dinwiddie. Lock at 6. Nobody near Irving. Off target from three-point range.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Young inside. Dinwiddie covering. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. So for the Hawks, Reddish, he's checked in for Hunter. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bogdanovich. James Harden, he's checked in for the Nets. Jordan, high post. Outside Irving. Option up for Jordan. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Huerter. Got it. Good job in the low post. And the Hawks lead by 6.
That's a crucial basket, and Huerter, big time.
Can't waste any time here.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
For 3, Durant. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Well, anyone questioning Durant's killer instinct can stop right now. Wow.
Young pass to Reddish. Back to Young. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
Young from outside misses. And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap.